Check this out. Should we go for a drive in this? I gotta show you one of the best sunsets I've ever seen. Check this out. Welcome people to the test. Welcome people to the test drive of a brand new, not actually brand new, but an airplane, Soviet airplane Il-76. Check this out. Welcome back to Dubai Vibes, people. Check out my airplane and check out Maga. Woo! Welcome to Illusion! So the story about how this airplane ended up being here in the middle of the desert is that two Russian pilots got caught as a hostage during the Afghan war.
Not two, five.
Five Russian pilots?
Like the whole crew.
Yeah.
Got hostage.
Yeah, and the only way that they could escape, they're hostage for like a year, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. So been a hostage for about a year or so, and then the only way that they could escape from there is that they tried to tell the Afghan people that okay, or Afghan terrorists, I could call them that okay, we're gonna teach your pilots about how to handle an airplane, how to drive an airplane, and then basically they got whatever petrol they could to run away from there, and the closest place that they could fly to was UAE. So that's how it ended up being here. Pretty cool story, right?
What happened, I'm just gonna tell you the brief story about the whole thing that happened and how the Soviet Union cargo ships ended up being here, all abandoned. So you might ask that question as well. In there, they have stayed there for more than 1 year. Some of them died, some of them lost their hopes, the whole crew, but
The funny thing about filming in UAE in summer outside, especially in the hours of the afternoon, is that no matter what you do, you are gonna end up being naked on camera because it's like 42 degrees in here. Go for a drive in this. Wait. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a click to the nice view. Okay? What do you think, Maga? What do you think? Good idea?
do it.
I feel like a magician now, you see? Now we have a nice view. Yeah, so what you see right here is a traditional BMW layout where you got the engine in the front, the gearbox somewhere around the middle, and the drive goes to the rear. And a big smiling piece of meat in the middle. Actually, most of my friends don't know this, but one of my proper accents that I ever had was in one of these cars. me being a car maniac, I actually went to BMW showroom and I told the BMW salesman that I'm gonna buy this car and I really want to borrow it for a test drive, whereas I never had the money to buy it. So I did borrow one of those cars and I went for a test drive and I did turn off the traction control and did go into a pavement at about 150 kilometers an hour sideways, or 120, I'm not so sure. Yeah, alhamdulillah, I survived. And the people that were with me in the car did survive. But the repairing cost of the car was, in dollars, I believe it was like $26,000.
Oh, you're so rich, my friend.
No, I paid only like 10% or 8%. Yeah, well, it still was like about $3,000. So I did end up not eating anything except for a small shawarmas that you can buy for like $1 for about 2 months, I believe. My parents don't actually know this story, so you better fast back this part.
Maybe not put it on YouTube.
Whereas the G63 that we tested last week sounded like an angry dog, this, especially in a sport mode, sounds like a machine gun. Whoa! I feel like I'm driving an AK-47 right now, except the car version of AK-47. But to be honest, as much as I love a loud exhaust, I gotta say that I'm not a big fan of this car. There goes the crackles. Yeah, as much as I love a loud exhaust on a car, I'm not really a huge fan of this car. I don't think, if you exclude the, okay, it's a straight line, so I gotta floor it. Just give me 1 second. Whoa, there goes the speed limit. Okay. As I said, I did drive this car before, many times. Not this car in particular, but the BMW 435i in general, which had a stock exhaust. And these cars on stock exhaust are actually not that good, to be honest. As much as I love BMWs, it does hurt me to say this, but they lack the sense of drama. I know that my Cadillac is not some kind of a Lamborghini or anything like that, but this car is a direct competitor of my Cadillac, and I gotta say that even though my Cadillac is cheaper than this, or I shall say less expensive, has way more faults than this car, but I believe it's the faults that give that car a character. Whereas this car doesn't really have that many faults. German engineering. And I gotta say that this car, compared to the G63 that we drove last week, has much less turbo lag. This gearbox, I have to admit it, is a million times better than the one I have in my Cadillac. Much better. That's one of the areas where this car destroys my car. So people, just to wrap up the BMW 435i test drive, I gotta say that as much as I enjoyed driving that AK-47 version of that BMW, I would still take this Cadillac any day over that BMW, mainly because of the price factor. Yeah, so make sure you smash that like button below and hit the subscribe button if you still haven't, and I will see you very soon. Inshallah. Oh, and just before I wrap up the vlog, I gotta show you one of the best sunsets I've ever seen. Check this out.